screen share. All right. So today's session, I think we will continue from. I think we will in the last session we talk about the shell scripting, right? So let's continue from there. Hold on. I need to adjust my monitor. Yeah. So agenda is shell scripting continuation. So quick recap on the previous session. So in the previous session, we understood what is shell scripting, right? What is shell scripting? How to use it? How to give a permissions like execute permissions, chmod plus x, the file name, like providing execute permission for everyone, right? So that and all we already explored. Okay. So in the today's session, we will increase the complexity to understand more, right? So let's talk about uh, the shell scripting. So few more things. Okay. So we need to understand variables. How to use the variables. Okay. So variables is nothing but it's a data holder, or we can say like we can keep something instead of directly printing. So for example, let's say what we are doing, echo space something like this. For example, Kumar Makala, right? And Kumar Makala is a some value, right? Maybe I can use my terminal. CP. Let me use the virtual machine, VM instances, like my Linux box, right? Cool, SSH. Cool. So this is my terminal. Now, if I do ls, there are a number of things here. And now imagine you want to destroy, for example, if you want to keep a clean folder, right? With the sense that, so when you do a PWD, so home DevOps classes, and this is a home and this is a user actually. Okay. And in this, we have a lot of files and folders are available, right? With the ls, we can list all the directories and files, right? So let me create a few more things. So to understand variables, the variables, when you were working on the variable side, one second. Right. So when I do echo Kumar, for example, it would display Kumar name. But imagine I don't want to do this. Instead, I want to keep this data in some variable name, right? Let's say name, for example, name equal to Kumar Makala, for example. If you see the variable name equal to, right? Now, if you want to print the variable, dollar and name, you got it? Command not found. Name bash Kumar not found. This is a way to do it. Dollar name. I think we can try it in shell scripting directly. Let's see how it works. Okay, so here, so when you're working on the shell scripting, so most likely we don't use we don't use variable in this style in the Linux terminal. Okay, instead we define let me write a small shell script. Let's say my shell script is display name, for example, display name dot sh. Okay, right? And then, so now that you understood how to write a shell script, colon bin bash. Right? This is the first line, and you have to define a name. Name equal to, you can give any name. You can type your name. Okay. If you don't type your name, who will type for you yourself? So echo. Let's say my name is dollar. What's the variable name? Dollar name. Understood. So it is just that. So in this, what we are doing, so we are instead of directly printing directly printing Kumar Makala, I stored this Kumar Makala in some variable name, like a variable name called name. This can be anything actually. It can be X, it can be X, it can be Y, it can be anything. Understood. But whatever variable you have used for storing this data, storing this Kumar Makala information, so exactly you should use this variable here. Got it? If you use n short as name, right? You should use n here. There is no, because people might think that, oh, okay, no, for name and all, I should write name. No, it's not necessary. That is just a variable name. Actually, you can do it. You can write anything. Okay. So let me quickly create a file. So how we can create a how we can how you can do this? So first you editor, use editor to create a create a file. So what we use? VI, right? V editor, and then this. Next. So what you will be doing? You can directly copy paste. In this you can type. In the directly copy paste, right? And then shift plus escape shift colon. That would help you to come this terminal WQ. You can save it. This is how we are doing, right? Exactly. I'm going to do this. So clear VI. What is the name? I can directly use, right? And then I'm going to copy this data. Right. Once you're done, escape shift colon WQ. Right. Once you're done, so you have issue with the permission, right? So you have to give a execute permission. Chmod plus execute permission only means so instead of giving 777, so 777 gives every permission like read, write, and execute. So plus X means only execute permission for all the users. Got it? Yeah, cool. And if you want to trigger this, if you want to execute this shell script, how you can do? Display. My name is, oh, what happened? Display n command not found. Oh, what's the problem here? I can use the variable directly. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me see, getting errors absolutely fine, guys. Okay, you need to understand how to solve this issue, right? Maybe let me fire this. So meaning it is, see, if you are observing this, right? So here it is executing, this line is okay, second line is also okay. And when it is meeting this line, it is printing until here. But it's not happy with this dollar, no? Dollar n. So ideally dollar only, like we need to understand why it is not printing. So let's have a quick search. Maybe we can take a,
Spaces should not be there.
where?
Yeah, n equal to we are giving your name, right? Their spaces should not be there
Oh, here
while defining variable.
without space. Huh? Oh, okay. See, the it is very crap actually, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's try. So again, if you want to edit, press I, and then so this and all they should avoid actually. It's not friendly environment, right? So let's see, everything else is good. So since the issue with the space, but that's fine. See, if you're getting this kind of issue, what we can quickly do is um, just copy paste. Let's Because now, so when you're giving information to ChatGPT, so first of all, you need to share your file information. Also, share these comments. It understands actually this way. If you share like this, it will be very clear for it. Okay, so just copy it, and when you are giving a see, you are giving information like this. Okay, if you just issue the issue for answer, it simply understands also. See, you have got a tiny bash, got a no space around the equal to operator, meaning here equal to, right? So since I used to work in a lot of languages, many languages, so we don't have a generally we have privilege to work with like I can give a number of spaces in Python and other languages. So I got addicted to that thing, but yeah, it is just that it is clearly saying, boss, no space around equal to operator, right? That's where the problem. So I think from their side they need to improve this actually, not throwing error for at least spaces, right? Yeah. Now, did you understood, guys? Like how we use a variable, right? So this is how we write variables actually. So meaning you can write when it comes to real time. Let's say when you are working on the environments, right? Like so how we used to write. So first name equal to, for example, again I'm making the same mistake. Kumar, last name. Because see, why we use like space, right? So space gives a lot of readability actually. Instead of reading like instead of writing like this, we used to write with space. We I can show you with other example that I am going to display in the session. Right now, if you observe, I have written two variable names. So if I want to, when I'm working on the shell scripting, if I want to use this for printing this Kumar Mankala, so how I'm going to do actually? Simply echo space. Um, my name is dollar first name, right? Space dollar last name. There's no second name, right? So cool, clear how we were using with the shell scripting. Let me do this quickly. So let me write one more here. This way also you can do in the real time, right? So when people are filling out form, so in the form there is no direct full name, right? So there is two tabs available. One for writing a first name, other for writing a last name. And of course there is like if you look at the government forms, right? So there are three boxes: one first name, middle name, and the surname, which is last name, right? Yeah. So let me write one more. uh, Display name, for example, at display name.sh, for example. Now chmod space plus x, right? Permissions. space display name.sh. Okay, so meaning I'm giving execute permissions, and then what I'm doing, I want to execute this. So meaning, see, in one line also you can do, guys. One line also you can try to execute, try to execute multiple commands in single line. Meaning, you have to, since you know the process, right? So since you know, for creating a variable name. So for example, let's say there's a file name, right? And so to execute this, you will be giving this command chmod space plus x space the file name. Better when you're executing, like better copy paste, guys. Otherwise, it will go for you know, execute. So you will be doing this, and then so you will be doing this, right? So display name dot sh for triggering, correct? Cool. So instead of doing these two commands like this, so once execute, how we can do it? So here you have to do this space. You have to generally, if you do like this, then problem only. Okay, so you have to use double and ampersand. So what this will do is, boss, you need to execute this command. Once this command succeeded, so once this command succeeded without any error, then go and execute this. Okay. Now let's go ahead and you know, did you see this? Meaning one way also you can execute. So once you improve your Linux proficiency, so basically we used to create like this. Let's say creating. I think while working on the file operations, right? Creating a file and creating for example, if you want to create a file, create a folder inside inside some folder location. So you have to create folder. How we do?
MKDA.
Create folder and then create file inside. So mkdir space, let's say my file F, f1 for example, or f2, whatever it is, and then double underscore. You want to get instead of it cd space f2, right? And even you can pass some data also and ampersand. If you can give a sequence of commands also. So you get into f2, f2 and then create a file. So let's say echo, meaning echo also helps you to create it hello, right? And then write it into file called, let's say, k.txt. Got it? Meaning with one command you are creating a folder, getting inside that folder, creating this file k.text with I am writing this data hello into inside this k.text file, right? See, you do this, done. Understood. Now if you do a cat space, since you are inside this location, if you do ls ktest created, if you do a cat space ktest, you can see the text, right? This is how we were doing, right, today. Now you understood, right? Like you can execute sequence of commands. Now in this we execute how many commands, guys? How many commands in one go?
Four.
Three.
Four. Who's four, man? How come you're calculating like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, man. Until I'm ampersand, right? That is one command, right? 1, 2, 3. So who said four actually?
It's not for one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So now you understood how to use the how to use the variables, right? Variables to define and then define the variable and access the variable, like meaning print that variable information. That is clear, right? Any inputs on that? Like, do you see any issues with that? No, correct?
No.
Cool. Okay. So let's do one more thing. So far what we have done is we have we have defined the variables here itself. But assume in the real time we might not use that way mostly in the office environment, right? So you may be passing the argument related things actually. Okay. So when it comes to the shell scripting arguments, meaning instead of instead of passing like this, see here if you observe what happens if you when you run the script every time it prints what Kumar Makala only. Yes or no, guys? No, I don't want to. This is static information which was already written in the file. Static in the sense the information which is already stored inside the file. Okay. Now I don't want to print every time Kumar Makala, but what I want to do is every time I print, right, when every time I execute this file, who are executing, I want to print their name actually. For example, let's say I need to give freedom to the people who is who is working on this particular example. Let's say for this we need to understand arguments. Okay. So when it comes to arguments, there are certain things we need to understand. So same thing when you do dollar. So previously we have used the variable name, right? But now here we had to use uh, 0, $1, $2, $3, and so on. Okay. Now we would need to understand what is this dollar, right? So $0 means, so when you are working on the maybe with the same example we'll try. Okay. So same example, you already familiar, like what we were talking about, right? So here, okay. So here itself, with example I'll show you. Okay. $0 means like the script name echo. I'm printing $0. Okay. If I execute this, display name, what did you see actually? $0. It has printed the script name, right? Did you observe or no? See, when we execute this, we got two outputs. So if you observe what here we have one more we added, one more line I added, echo $0. Understood? So meaning when I execute this guy, I have printed like my name is Kumar Makala. Also $0 means what? $0 means script name, right? The file name. Guys, yes or no? Did you understood or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear? Huh? So you understood that $0 means the file name. And now that, see, we would want to parse the information, right? Now let me take this. Here I'll say $0 means first argument. First argument. Okay. So in a script, what is the first argument? See, this is the sequence. Maybe I can explain with another example. Now, so this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to execute the same script, similar script, but here I want to change this, Kumar to $1, for example. Okay. Now this Kumar will come from where? So while executing this script, I would write dollar space display name space sh space. Now I will pass Kumar from here. You got it? While execute, this is a execution, execute the script with one argument. Actually, not one, actually, two arguments. One is script name, two arguments. Okay. So now what happens? As you already know, $0 means script name. So what is actually the numbering, right? Like the numbering goes like this. So this is a zeroth argument. This is first argument. Got it? Now let me do one thing. So let me create a more script. Maybe VA script 2, for example. Script2.sh. Inside this, what I'm going to do now is, I'm just naming this script name. Let's say S2 script 2, for example. Okay, script 2 here, two arguments, right? So here first argument is sh and second is this. Let's try to, in this, what I'm doing, S3, S2, right? Sorry. uh, while executing the script, meaning I'm executing the script, and here I'm passing one more argument. So here this shebang line that first argument equal to $1, which means that while executing the script, I'm passing this variable name, like I'm passing the value for uh, first name. Got it? And first name I'm using $1. Yes, did you understood? Yes or no? Which means I'll store this here. Like I'll pass during the execution, and I'll pass this value to $1. No, $1 means while executing itself. Now that you understood. So here 0 means script name, 1 means the second argument. Okay. And if you want to pass like last name also, then what you have to do? You have to change this to what? Who can tell me?
Dollar
If you
two.
want to, exactly, $2. Understood. So let's try to execute this. This and all we use a lot, guys, when you're working on the DevOps concept or shell scripting, right? So we use $1, 2, and all. We use it a lot. Okay, I created, and then in order to give the execute permission, chmod space /x space s2.sh, got it. And then now if you let's try to execute the script without without that Kumar. Okay, I'm simply executing in a normal way. If you see, my name is Makala. Did you observe? When I execute this, meaning this time I didn't pass Kumar, right? So here, if you want, it is taken this. See, let's say here, first name is this, second name is this, last name. But since I didn't pass, so without, if you execute directly, blindly, guys, you need to understand the execution flow, what happens. So now I executed just this, and there is no argument I have passed, correct? That's why it executed this one. Since nothing is there, that's where you have seen space here, guys. Did you observe? There's a space. If nothing is passed, then space only. Understood? So that is the reason. Actually, that is the reason. It is it don't print anything. Simple as that, right? That's why you are seeing output as this way for this. Guys, did you understand this? No, yes or no? Clear? Huh? Now, if you
Yes.
want to pass this Kumar, now how you need to execute? Dot means what? Who can tell me what is dot here?
Current directory.
Yes, we have learned already, guys. Dot, double dot, and all right. Yes or no? Now
Yes.
now now I'm passing one argument, Kumar. Guys, now did you understood? So how I am passing the arguments from terminal itself? For a script to execute, for the input to the script, I'm passing the arguments. So like this, you can pass a number of arguments, guys. This is very important. Working on this kind of passing arguments are very important. So if you want to pass two arguments, then it's very simple. Here, this should be replaced with $2, right? Right, and then while executing script, s2.sh space $1 means first name, right? Kumar. $2 means last name, Makala. You can put your name, that's fine. Now, in this, what happens? Now we were passing this Kumar as the second argument and Makala as the third argument. So actually, argument starts from 0 actually, okay? So this is like 0, 1, 2. So don't count from like, this is a first argument, second argument, right? Cool. Even if you want to make it more user friendly, before what you can say. So before doing this, right? Let's try to understand this value. Let's try to print this value, okay? For your understanding purpose. Echo. I'm printing first argument. First argument is $1. Correct? Next, echo. So first of all, script name. Script name is, so how can I print a script name? Dollar what?
0.
0. Second argument is $2. Okay. This way, this is for your see. Whenever you use echo, right? Echo is just a display message. This is nothing to do with your script, but it is for our understanding purpose. You understood, right? Why I'm written this. This is not part of your code. Maybe it may be part of your code. It does not do anything. It will not create. It will not do anything. It simply displays some information. Understood? So I have written these lines for your understanding purpose only. Cool. Now let me create. Let me write the same thing. So vi place, let's say s3.sh, paste it, got it. wq chmod plus x space s3.sh. s3.sh. Did you see this? So what happened? Chmod. Why did you understood why there is no information? Because I didn't pass the arguments, guys. Understood? No. Since arguments were not passed, that's where first argument is empty, second argument empty. My name is also empty because there is no information passed here. I had to pass this while executing the script. I had to pass, right. Since I didn't pass anything, that's why it got crash. It's not crash actually. It is not printing anything because no argument passed. Now let me read execute this same thing. And since already execute permission is written, but that's fine. If you do one more time also, no error, guys. Okay, it simply add the permission only. Override the permission. Okay, S3 space. This time, Robin Sharma. Guys, did you understood now? I have passed two arguments, Robin and Sharma. So here, script name is $0. First name is $1, $2. My name is $1 plus $2. $1 here, $1 and $2. So here $1, $2, this value I have written here. So instead of storing in this variable, you can also write exactly same. That line and instead of having extra 2 lines, right? So you can say my name is, instead of wasting these 2 lines also, right? Remove my name is $1 and $2. This is how we simplify it actually. Okay, so if you try this out now, for example, let's say now, who can tell me how to delete the file content?
Escape shift colon percentile D.
Delete the stuff. Okay, this how WQ, right? And then fire this s3.sh space John Doe. Guys, is it clear now? Clear now with the arguments? You know how to use the arguments then?
Yes.
Clear, huh? Hey, how about only oneness from people? Now yes, yes, right?
Clear,
Come
sir.
on.
Sir, yes, sir.
Come on. Right. So how about when like did you understood this or no?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Cool. Cool. So now that you understood, how to pass the arguments, right? Some imagine, um, see, currently, if you pass the arguments, if you don't pass arguments, are fine with the current script. So current script works for parsing and not parsing the output, not parsing the arguments. So assume imagine this particular case. This is a simple example, right? So you're okay with parsing arguments or not parsing arguments, just displaying the content. Imagine you would want to access you'd want to access your Gmail address, for example, from a Linux. Okay, so Gmail requires what? Email address and password, correct? If username and password was not given to the script, what happens? Gmail will allow you to log in? No, right? Of course, no. So you would need to parse the argument. You need to parse the argument, and there are a lot of validation will happen, right? When you see when you pass the username in the when you're trying to log in Gmail, right? So why I'm talking about this use case, because this use case is the one we try to use a lot, right? We try to log in with gmail.com or google.com. And when you do a sign in, every time it walks for ask for, please enter your username or please enter the email address. Once you enter the valid email address, then it will ask for the password. Correct? These all are the mandatory. So assume you want to, while executing the script, at least you want to see whether the arguments were passed or not. Understood. So you need to check actually. So previously with the same script, what I'm going to do is, so let's say, let us say script 4 is S4. Now, if so, the use case is arguments are mandatory. If no arguments, then stop the script. Got it? Cool. Now we need to understand how to implement this actually. So previously it is working for everything. Now, if something is like if the arguments are not passed, right? So this is a use case now we are going to implement. So how we can implement this, right? So exactly same everything. your scripts and everything is fine. And we need to understand one more, one more argument data. Maybe with the previous example itself, I'll show you. So $0, $1, this is fine. Now, if you want to understand how many arguments user passed, right? So there is something called argument hash. Okay, so dollar hash. So dollar hash gives the count of the arguments. Okay, so let's try to add. So va space s3 dot sh. Let's now first argument, second argument, third argument. We try to print no. Now let's see. Uh, before this, let me add echo space total arguments. Total arguments count is so dollar hash. So dollar hash is the hash is the command which would get you the count of arguments passed from the script. Okay. Now WQ. Did you see this? What is the total argument? Total argument count is 2. So why it is considering 2? No, I'll tell you. So it is not consider the script. It will not consider generally after the script. What is the argument? How many? 1, 2. Correct. 2 arguments are passed. So that's why it is saying total argument passed is 2. Understood? Now that you understood, by issuing a dollar hash, which gives the total number of arguments. Even sometimes you want to print all the arguments, right? So there is something called dollar at the rate. If you use dollar at the rate, it will display all the arguments. Okay, so let's also use the same thing. So meaning we are fine with this. I enter echo arguments. So how we can do it? Dollar and at the rate. Dollar at the rate would help you to print all the arguments that you have passed. Guys, did you see this? By issuing this, it is showing total arguments are 2, and those arguments value you are seeing like John and Doi that we have passed here. And script name, like if you want to see the script name $0, $1, and $2. And you're printing my name is $1 space $2. If you don't give space, it will directly club Kumar Makala without any spaces. So here, like that's where. So since we are experts in this, right? So we know we understand like how to write a beautiful, neatly readable data or display the information, right? So if I write like this is good. But imagine if I let me change. If I remove the space here, for example, you should start, since you're learning from me, so try to follow my standard or the way I am writing. So that is fair enough for, opportunity. So if you write like this, or we don't give any space or something, so your script still work actually, okay? But if someone reading your data, it looks like, what is this? This data doesn't look good, no? My name is John Doe. Imagine there is other data. This is not good. This is not readable actually, right? So when you are writing a display information, the information for yourself only, right? So that would be very helpful when you are troubleshooting or you want to understand the code. So this is how we used to print the. This is how we should issue the echo statement so that every value we can read neatly. So this is help you to troubleshoot better. Okay, so in the real time. Cool. Now that you understood, how to read the complete arguments, how to get the argument count using, dollar hash with dollar at the rate, but print all the information. Cool. Next one is we need to understand, like we need to work on the use case. So if arguments are mandatory, right? Let's say if the arguments are less than, say here two arguments should be there. So if argument is less than two was passed, meaning imagine I need John and Doe, right? So these two argument must be passed, for example. Otherwise, what I would want to do is, boss, if there is no argument passed, let's say if the two values are not passed for first name and last name, I would want to terminate the program. Okay, I don't want to execute the program. Instead, I need to stop the program from the execution. Cool. Now here, so here, let's say script name is s3.sh still or s4.sh. Cool. In this use case, so this is a use case we are talking about, right? Let me bring this to down. Now, to work on this implementation, now that we need to understand. So, what are this information? Okay, so let's try to understand. Um, right. So now that we need to check, right? So we need to check the condition. So for checking condition in shell scripting, we have something called if actually. Okay, so if condition. So the syntax is very simple. If you want to do something, if check condition, else, and then once you're for a block complete, we should write pi. So this is the syntax actually. Okay, now similar, this is syntax for using conditional statements. Okay, cool. Now to work on this, right? So yeah, let me write like this. Then do this if block. If fails, go to else block. So this is the syntax, guys. Okay, this is syntax for writing a conditional statements. Now, so our use case is very simple, no? Like if arguments are all arguments are mandatory, for example, let's say, meaning user should pass two arguments from the terminal. Now here, as you know, this is the first line, right? So before first line itself, let's say if you know argument count, right? So how do you get the argument count? If count of dollar hash, right? If dollar hash, meaning that would tell you the number, right? This gives the number, right? Whether what is this data? Okay. Now less than. So less than means L less than T, LT. Greater than means GT. Okay. For example, if less than 2, for example, then less than 2, if condition is fail, for example, then I don't want to do anything. So simply say echo, for example, say error. You must pass, you must provide, otherwise, you must provide two arguments. Got it? Maybe anyway, this screen is little, yeah. Cool. If this is a use case. So if it is error, then you don't need to execute this. Okay. So for this, for error, right, we used to write exit 1. Exit 1 means failure. So in actually we need to understand the exit codes. So 0 means success and 1 means failure. Okay. So we also understand like how to use this and all. Okay. No problem. We'll try to get this. Yeah. So when you do this here, we are starting with the script and we are checking the condition. So this you know, right? This you know, since this will get you the number of arguments passed. If it is less than 2, right? If the arguments are less than 2, then fail. If you want to check equal to 2, for example, EQ. So you write, less than LT, greater than GT. If you want to check like if it is equal, EQ means equals. Okay, if the arguments are equals, let's say 2 double equal to 2, for example. Understood? Something like that. So maybe we can check with the good use case. First, let's start with the bad use case. Okay, so now if the condition, let's try with this example directly. So script name is s4.sh. Now I need to copy this. Okay. Looks like it throws error. That's absolutely fine. It's mod s4.sh. Oh, okay. I need to give the permission plus x space, right? And then s4. What is the issue? Line number 1, syntax error, unexpected end of file. As mentioned, so we have to give a f5. So mistakenly, now wantedly we have provided this for the block, right? So block to close, we have to give f5, meaning this f5 should be here. That's why the error. Okay, let's solve that. Oh, VAS. Oh, VAS4, right? Now I press I, and then here I have to give closing the block. So if I do f5, which means that this the whole thing is if block. Understood? So this is starting. I open the block, but if I want to close, I have to use f5, means closing end of the block. Okay, cool. Now f4. Did you see this? What's the issue? It is saying that line 2 command not found. What is that? Let's go back here. Which command is not found? Let's try to understand the error neatly. Dollar hash. Yeah, correct. This would give me the passed arguments less than, right? Then of course it is meeting the condition. So it has to print this information, but instead it's not printing. It's saying like line 2 it's not happy. Let's try to understand what is the error. So here, oh, okay. So it's saying like 1, right? 1 command not found. So here, how it is checking, no? So in order to solve this, right? So see, in the real time, don't struggle like this. If you see this, execute this, S4, try to understand quickly, just copy paste to ChatGPT. Because see guys, we don't, no one is got here like to remember everything, right? But you need to understand how to solve it. You need to understand how to write it. But if there is issue, like since there is a tool, right? Yeah. So bracket we have used. Okay, so I had to write like this. If I want to, okay, if I want to use it, I have to write something like this. Then only it should work. So I have written this without any, quotes here, right? That's the issue. It is asking like use. Oh, okay. Is a command. So you need a space after. You need a space after this, before this. Gosh. God would help me on this because we don't. Okay, space and all. It is taking very seriously, guys. VS switch where space it is there. Oh, okay. Maybe this is not happy with this space also. And also it is giving give this in a double quote, right? Maybe let me try without double quote, see what happens, right? Double quote that will become a string, right? Again, command not found. Okay, let's go back and study one more time, guys. Reading, see, give this to ChatGPT, try to understand. You hit two class bash gauges. One is hash is like the open square bracket. It's a command. So you need
You need
space after.
space actually.
You need space after here. Oh, okay. Before and after both, I had to give space. That's what it is saying actually, right? Okay, mistaken. I did not understand properly. Cool. So let's try to solve this. So issue I space should be there, and also here it's saying space should be there. Like this, it is asking. Let's try to solve this. Cool. So the issue is resolved. Guys, did you understood how we were resolving the issue? See, you need to write your code. You need to write your code, but make sure you need to understand the concept actually. Okay. So getting error absolutely fine. In the real time, every single day, you need to get a number of issues. Okay. But studying the issue is very important. Understood. So even I did not follow this, but since I know dollar hash will give me the value. If I give something like this, then this will become integer actually. Understood. So this will become integer value. Sorry, this will become a string value, and we are comparing with so something like this. Let's say uh, string of 2 greater than 2. Is it a valid? Of course, no, right? Because this is a string and this is an integer value. Cool. So go back here. Now, did we understood? So if it is less than 2 arguments, then the script will fail. Simply say, boss, you must provide 2 arguments, right? And imagine if the customer, like if the user passed the arguments properly, let's say s4 dot sh, and now I have passed only 1 argument. For one also, error only, because it comes here, checks for this value is what? So it this value is only 1 now, 1 less than 2, which is incorrect, right? Again, go back here. Now pass one more. You got it? So when we pass 2 arguments, then 2 less than 2, which is false, meaning this block will be skipped actually. See, when the condition become false, then skipped. When condition become true, then it comes here and execute the statements. That's why we have seen previously uh, for for less than 2 arguments, it came to this else if block and then executed this data. Yes, clear, huh? You understood this? Yes or no? This is how we write a conditional statement. So this is a conditional statement, like with the if block. Clear, huh? Any questions on this?
No. No, it's clear.
Now, how should I consider whether you understood yes or no? Can someone respond at least? Yes, Sudarshan, like you had a
Yes, sir.
doubt?
Yes, sir. I have a query, sir. Sir, if the, I mean, from the user, we need to get the string as
See,
well as
guys, are we
a,
connected still?
okay. Sir, am I audible?
Sudarshan, did you understood this concept?
Yes, sir. But I have a query.
Hey, they lost the connection or what? 1 second. Hey, what happened? Nafis, Dilip, Pawan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can't hear from anyone actually. Hold on. Maybe I had a speaker issue. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hello?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I had a speaker muted. Right. But you understood the concept, right, guys? Clear, huh? Clear with this concept? How to use the if block?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So if you understand this thoroughly, like with the if conditional blocks, right? So we need to understand there is something called else also, else block also. So here itself, if something if something is not happy, we generally we don't use else block actually in the shell scripting. In the real time, we use less often uh, uh, else block. So we don't go with it. But still, if you want to give some information or insights, I can pass this. Let's say instead of this, now imagine you seen this issue, for example. Here, this way writing script is not recommended. Okay, so for a user to work actually, you need to give a meaningful error. Otherwise, so you would need to write a meaningful error. So how you can write a meaningful error? Now, if imagine the script is running, but still since you are not happy with the since you are not happy with the error, it says that you need to write proper messages actually. So let me show you like what I'm talking about. Let's say when I write the script, when you're running the script with the one argument, says you must provide two arguments, but it is not telling me the more informative, right? Boss, this script required first name and last name, but you have provided only one argument, so that is not sufficient. Such kind of neat message we have to write. Okay, so to help the user, right, who are running the script, we need to help the person. So now I want to add some more logging here. Error, you must provide two arguments. Instead of this way, error, uh, dollar hash arguments. Arguments provided this required two. Okay, so at least if you see this error, argument provided two, argument provided zero, or argument provided one, for example, required two. So here echo script requires example, for example slash n, right? Slash n means new line. Example. Let's try to execute the script. Let's say va4s5.sh. I'm creating one more script and writing this chmod space x space s4.sh. Got it? Error you must provide. Oh, okay. S5 I created. I executed. I provide permission to S4. S5. No, I created no S5. vi space s5.sh. Okay, now copy it. Shift colon WQ, right? Check the content. Yes, file.sh. Contents are there. Give the permission. Permission also given. Yes, file.sh. Now directly executed. Did you see this? So it's not happy because what's the issue? Okay,
Use space.
yeah, that's a good learning, Sirisha. Sirisha, right?
Yes.
Nice. So I want to delete the crap and then paste it. Okay. sp.sh. Did you see this? Arguments provided 0 and required 2. Understood. And how to give a new line, in echo new line, backslash only. Let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, so my ask is print new line, then echo, shell scripting. Backslash in. Oh, I had to use a backslash instead. What I have used? Did I use a forward slash, guys? Where did I use? Oh, backslash only. But it is printing a backslash directly, right? Okay. Oh, backslash only I have used. That's okay. Least worried about, guys. Okay, so we don't want to care about this example. Now that you understood, right? Like I'm giving a example echo space. So I'm giving hint also how to write, how to execute dash forward slash. What is the script name? S5, right? S5.sh space first name space last name. Guys, this looks neat, right? Now did you understood how I am writing the meaningful script, so that even if script fails also, you have a clear idea what exactly it is doing, right? Cool. So even when I do sh, guys, clear, huh? Now it is saying bus error arguments provided 0 required 2, but example also I'm giving, or you can instead of example just say usage. Instead of example you can say usage, right? How to use this? Oh, if you see this kind of a terminal, give a control C. Guys, clear, huh? Did you understood?
Yes.
Still, if you want to still use a more informative, this is you are giving information to the user actually. Okay, guys, if you don't practice, if you understood now, and if you don't practice, God cannot save you also. Okay, so by looking at the guys, now you understood. Huh? So how we were writing a beautiful style scripting now. Though I think second class itself, we reached this stage. Okay, so I don't want to teach in a classic way where we teach all the nonsense crap. right? We want to see, we want to go and practice with the live examples, So instead of learn by theoretical, so my approach is towards to learn by practical way, so that you don't forget. That's clear. Now, by looking at this, okay, maybe I need to execute like this, right? So just copy paste and execute. There you go. Yes, did you understood? We are, even though there's error, we are giving information, boss. It is an issue, okay. But how you can use this script? No, you can use a script name as this: first argument, second argument, and this example. Understood? If user try to execute this, if you want, you can give more information also. So echo, try this, right? Guys, in office, right? We need to write this kind of scripts, this kind of. I don't want to see if someone writing up, this script, right? For example, if someone writing this code and give me information, I'll immediately slap and say that maybe this works actually, right? But when it works, it if it works only, it works for everything. For passing argument, not passing argument, everything it works. But when it comes to the customer, it's very very important to rise. Not only just working, we should also make sure the all required arguments are passed and checked properly. Still, we need to still we need to there is a lot of work around in the background, but we need to understand this way. Okay, so if we pause this, um, so if you want to execute your shell script dot current location, script is available like this. Clear? So this is very informative. So my students, I want your assignment like this. Don't send me all the crap. These days I'm seeing all the crap from you people. Okay, but now from today, I want to see a very very meaningful, and don't give some all the crap stuff to me, because I see that's okay. Like since you're beginning, that's fine. But once you move forward, the expectation from everyone is you have to come up with a lot of examples. Understood? A lot of examples. Since I'm teaching this way, learn. Instead of start using your brain. Since you are learning, use a similar pattern or style, so that you can directly adapt. No, instead of using other way around, you can adapt to this style. Clear, guys? Okay. Now that we understand how to put conditions and the arguments also, right? Cool. So this is one way. The second way, now that you need to check, let's say, I want to make sure when we are working on the environment, right? So for example, if you want to do a more validation, for example, uh, if the strings, right? Okay, now this is fine. Now this works for almost everything. Now at least it is some more informative. The sy script, right? sy.sh is at least good script now. Now assume, now the values that they are sending, right? So see, since Kumar and Kumar Makale is fine because these arguments are okay. But what if I want to? What if I want to check? Right? I want to check whether the data also. Let's say for this script, I'm only allowed is, let's say, mm, for example, name allowed. Name should be first name should be only Kumar. Always. This use case. Let's say use case. First name should be Kumar always. Last name can be anything. Okay, so this kind of examples. So Very simple, guys. You need to understand how to write a example. Okay, so we need to write this. So since here, we are checking the length. If the script is exactly same. Okay, cool. So meaning exactly same. Now first name should be Kumar always. Okay, I want to check the first name should be Kumar, yes or no. If Kumar, then fine. Let's say here itself we can do it. So first we need, okay, first check should be this. If it is not happy, if it is not it should check for the length. If length is not good, then terminate the script, meaning don't execute the script. If length is okay, let's say if user passed 2 arguments, right, then this is good. And then I want to check one more condition, meaning you can change the condition, you can change the if condition, you can check multiple conditions also. Let's say if, now syntax is what, phi, right? Now here what you want to check this time, if now I want to check the first argument. So how can I get the first argument, team? I need to get first argument with $1, correct? If first argument, let's say, not equal to, if first argument, if not equal to Kumar, okay, if first argument is not equal to Kumar, then see, if first argument is not equal to Kumar, then you should print again, write a meaningful message. See, first argument must be Kumar always. Okay. Here, where is it? Here. See, again, echo space error. See, here I like the first argument must be Kumar always, error. Uh, First argument provided $1. Okay, something like this. Once you're done with this, then so once there is error, immediately what do you do? Exit. What's the exit code? 1 for error. Got it? And fine. Guys, what did you understood? So here, all the see, originally you may be seeing this much lines, right? But what is the original stuff actually? Originally, see, let me show you. I need to do this. Okay. And yes, did you understand the original code? Rest of the things I have written for what? For logging purpose, for the for a good maintainable code, or for a user to read properly. What is the issue and all? Guys, did you understood? Huh? Did you understood? Yes or no? The script is
Yes.
very
Yes.
now script is simple, right? See, the script is very simple, but in order to do a premium, what we can say, premium branded cloths, right? We added all the strings, we added all the strings and all the, we decorated nicely. We are providing a brand information, and we are also telling, hey boss, this is a brand and this is how you have to use it. Now, did you understood? So this is how we have to get a neat brand, right? So here we applied this brand here in the code as well. Clear, huh? At least now you are good with it, right? You understood what
Yes.
we have done here. Hmm?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So this is how we have to see. When I remove everything, this how the script looks exactly. How many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 lines of code. 8 lines of code, but we have written like this because of the good, we need to provide some quality code to the user, right? So now let's say s6.sh, right?
You need
So,
to provide space for second if condition.
oh, is that okay? Good. Thanks. Yeah. So sage mode space. Oh, okay. I did not save, I guess. Correct. So my always go is just I'll do copy paste. That's it. That's the easiest way, or else you can directly getting there and provide permissions. Sorry, getting there, update it with the insert and all the crap thing. But when you're learning, you can try that. S6.sh, because our sessions are going in a very slow way actually, guys. Because since I'm sure that you need this kind of training, because many people are freshers. Otherwise, if I fast forward right with all the shortcuts, people will miss it and then they feel uncomfortable. So I don't want that to happen, right? Cool. Now sh. Now it is, see this? Cool. And this time, that the first way. Now again, what I'm doing, second test case is I'm executing the script, but first name I'm providing John. Okay, John Makala, for example. Right. This time, what it's saying, it's not happy, boss. Line number 21, it's not happy. And unexpected end of file. UOF means end of file while looking for matching. So meaning I forgot to close the second close the string, right? So VA space. Where is it actually? Can we look for this? And we have opened it and we didn't close.
The echo error provided in the
Where echo error provided is here.
provided.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay,
no,
okay. Here, here,
You have to
here. I had to
remove one.
remove the right. Team, everyone is fresher only in this, okay? Like no one is expert. Don't think that these people are already they know cell scripting.
It's
They are also
six.
learners. Oh, S6, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So when I'm doing save, right? So even if you remove the content, fine, but don't save it. If you do WQ, then it removes. Okay. If you do dest Q, quit. Don't save it. F5, right? See, you can see the contents. Clear, huh? This is how we save the things. VA space s6.sh, or else how do you do it? I had to go and fix the beauty is it will tell you like where the error is. But in line number, it is clearly to inform, right? Line number here, it's not happy with this. Remove. That's it. S6. Now I'm giving John, John Kumar, John Makala, for example. But what it comes here, right? So how it executes now? So it comes here, takes two arguments. Okay, this condition got satisfied. It skips this block, then it go for check for the first argument. If first argument is not Kumar Makala, then first argument should be Kumar always. Error provided some name, right? Or error like error you have provided this. If you want to put more example, so you can give a use case this style also. You got it? Yeah. Now did you see this exactly? First argument must be Kumar always. Error provided, like you provide instead of say error, right? Anyway, we say that first argument must be always this statement also we can keep here actually. Error. First argument must be always Kumar, and of this style. Oh, sorry. Yeah, here. Like this you can keep. So that it will be very neat. Guys, we are investing so much time. If you don't, if you don't spend time for this kind of
Read
work,
it
right?
error. Error.
Yeah. Error, right? See? John Makala. Error. First name must be Kumar always. Provided John. So that by looking at it itself, you people understand. Okay, cool. So I have to use s6 dot sh space Kumar K Makala space doi, for example. This is okay. Satisfied, no? The condition is satisfied now here. It matches with this. Then if since it is Kumar, right? So simply it skips the block. Okay, cool. And that will go here. Script name is this, first name is this, second name is, my name is Kumar Doi. What is the problem? There's a typo in
Kumar.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a typo in this. Yes, clear, huh? Like, did you understood like how we were, how we were, instead of writing a plain code, directly we are, checking this, right? Cool. So this you understood already, right? This how we check the one condition. Imagine I want to check for second value also. Let's say for the first name and the last name also I want to check. Imagine last name also I want to check for let's say Makala only, for example, right? So let's talk about that use case. Then how this condition becomes exactly same. Let's say s7.sh, right? Instead of writing everything again here, your condition is this, right? And then what you would need to do is here space ampersand, right? And here exactly same condition only. Okay, so but what is this argument number? Second
Oh,
argument, right?
2.
Right, right. And Makala. So meaning if first argument and second argument must be Kumar Makala. Okay. Without that, your script will fail always. Okay. Now that what I'm going to do, so I'm going to change this. Like I'll be writing a one more script, right? So copy this code. No, that's what. By looking at the script, by looking at the script, you will be confused like where to write, right? But once you understand the concept, okay, boss. So this block for only checking the argument length. This block, this is a place where actually you have to go and tap. You have to update the stuff here. Got it? Simply copy paste. And again, there is a issue here, space, and then space, right? Here, space. Correct? Now directly go take this logic. Since you know the condition, here, go take this logic, take out this logic, update this logic. Clear? Since there is two, then remove one then.
And we also have one extra if.
Right. Cool. Now that we understood, right? So now go back here. S6.sh. Oh, S6 already there. S7.sh. Okay. Now I have pasted. Ampersand s7.sh. Okay. So I'm providing a Kumar space doi, for example. Okay. So Here, this time now I had to update the error actually. So I have updated the condition, but I forgot to update the display messages. So first name, error, first name must be Kumar always. And first argument. Second argument must be Makala always, provided. Guys, did you see? I'm just provided second argument instead of retyping. Even I'm just saving time for this. So right, cool. So now that now I have to update my code here. So if you want to cancel this, Control C. It won't execute. Okay. VA4 S7.sh. Okay. Cat space S7.sh. Now I can see the data. Right now, chmod space plus execute permission. What's that? sh. Oh, sorry. What is the file name? S7.sh. Cool. And now that see S7.sh, if I do, what is the error actually? You can see this error, right? You can see this error and execute program will be skipped. Correct?
Yes.
And if you do S7.sh, now if you pass two arguments, let's say John Doe. Now this condition okay. This condition okay, two arguments are okay. But when it meet this guy, boss, the first argument it comes here, checks whether first argument is Kumar, second argument is Makala. Right? If both see and means both must be true. Okay, both must be true. Got it? If I write this, see error. First argument must be Kumar always. Second argument must be Makal always. Provided first argument John, second argument Doi. Guys, clear? Huh? Did you understood how we are working? Hmm?
Yes.
Right. This is how we work on the arguments. And assume like sometimes, right? So the first argument can be Kumar or can be, let's say, now this time I'm giving approval for first argument can be Kumar or this can be Robin, for example. So that time, how we are gonna do, right? So that's your task. That's a very, there is a minor connections. Okay. So you need to work on that, right? Yeah, we are good with this. So far you understood like how to provide the arguments, how to work, how to provide some beautiful error messages, right? So these all are pretty important, guys, when you are really working. Yeah, cool. So any questions so far, guys? Did you see any issues in this?
No.
No, right? Cool. So we also need to understand what are the error codes actually. Okay, so error codes are very important, right? So there are a few error codes that we need to understand to get the error codes. So, for example, let's say I'll show you. There is something called dollar and question mark. Oh, here it's not showing. Huh? In the script level, it should work actually. Let's try that. Mm, let me put some error. That's okay. Error codes. Here we provided error code 1. It comes error codes. Linux error codes, right? Directly we can use actually. So, guys, when it comes to, let's say, imagine um, echo hello. Okay, so meaning this particular command executed properly, right? So generally, so dollar question mark should give me the information, but you are seeing some data, right? Like a bash zero command not found, but here one command not found. Okay, so here what is this one actually? This one is coming from where? Can you quickly repeat? Because see, when I do this, s7.sh John Doe, right? So this is the guy we are executing. But when Kumar Makala is not the first and last name, what's the exit code we are providing?
One.
One. So that is the one, that's the value you are saying here. But if you see, let's say let's change this exit code to 1 to 0, for example. No, this is programmatically what we can say. Generally, we should not do, but instead of zero, instead of one, we are providing zero. Zero means like okay, though it's error, I'm considering it something like this. We should not do generally, but let's try this. It is s7.sh. Now, okay. Now, if I dollar and question mark, this is what you should see. Did you see zero now?
Yes.
Because the exit code that zero means success, guys. Okay, so when it comes to the exit codes, exit 0 meaning success, exit 1 for failures. Okay, see, other than 1, so other than 0, all failures only, guys. So we used to say sometimes, right? Let's say, for example, name, it's like a command not found error. So if you do dollar and question mark, it will give some code actually. Did you see this code? What's the code number? 127. That's clear, huh?
Yes.
Command, let's say exit command not found error. Okay, so meaning it's very generally, even we are though we are experts, right? So we don't recollect every exit code. So our case is we think that if it is zero, if program produces zero, then success. Other than zero, failures. Guys, did you understood? So meaning if my script after executing the script, I just issue this command, dollar question mark. So this would tell me, this will give me 0, 1 or like 127 or any code. So if I see 0 means this is good, meaning the script executed properly, right? Cool. Now, how this will be helpful?
Can you,
Imagine,
one second. Can you provide us echo dollar question mark so that it will print us status codes, right?
okay, echo dollar question mark, right,
Yeah, now the comment is 127,800.
right. So let's say if the data. No, that's what. See, once you understood the real concept, right? So when you're, how this will be very helpful. Imagine when you're executing sequence of shell scripts in sorry Linux commands in the inside the shell script, but you want to, let's say, how we can check. Now we know how to put a condition, right? So if some condition, this you write like this. If condition, right inside this you write, right inside this, right, you write condition. then and close the block. So here, now that you understood, like, so if dollar question mark equals to 0, then fine. If it is not equal to 0, if dollar question mark it is producing other than 0, for example, right? If not equal to, so how equal? Not equal to, for example, then what is the problem? Say previous command is not executed properly. Let's say echo, just now we print echo, right? Echo dollar. So now if you do um, dollar question mark, for example, what is the exit code? 0, which means that previous command that we have executed successfully executed. Okay, now n, and if I do, did you see this? Exit code 127. So this will be very helpful when you are executing sequence of commands. Let's say mkdir space. Okay, so let's say for example cd space Kumar. So if you see cd space Kumar, if I do this, Kumar is available. Imagine now I want to work on one more command. Let's say cd space, for example, Robin. Robin is not available. If you see what is the code actually, cd space Robin, it's not there. If you see dollar question mark, what's the exit code? Exit code 1, which means that error. That's clear, huh? This kind of things, when when this will be helpful. So if you really want to check whether the previous command successfully executed or not, so you will be using dollar question mark expression for checking whether the successfully ran or not. Understood? So maybe one second, let's talk about some use case. Let's ask ChatGPT for some use case. Give me example use case for this. See what we're doing. Uh, Copy also we tried, right? So we try to copy one content from another one location to other location, or one file to other file. For example, if something is not good, right? So status equal to dollar question mark, which would get me the the status code of it, right? This case, what we can plan is, okay, um, we store this value into here, and then we are trying to not equal to means ne, or you can also use colon and double equal to. That is also not equal to. You can use this also, ne also. No, any stands for not equal to. Okay, so did you understand this concept?
Yes.
Right. So see a lot of examples that we have. Right. So I would want everyone to practice so many examples today. Write a beautiful code. I need, see, I literally hate by looking at your notes itself, I can figure out whether this is copied from ChatGPT or not. Okay, so I need your examples. I need how Siri write her echo statement. I need Kiran how he is writing conditions. I don't want to read from ChatGPT. I can give ChatGPT. See, for this itself, I don't want to teach this. This is dangerous. You will experiment on me only directly. I don't want to teach that. I want to see your practice stuff. See, also from today, right? What you can do is, once you practiced, for example, let's say you are practicing this, right? What you have to do is, while doing this execution and all, you should take a screenshot. You know, right? How to take a screenshot. If you don't know, if you have a snipping tool or any tool, so you directly click here, print the screen. For example, if the content is like this, copy it, right? So here in the it will open like this. There is something called copy, and use Word document, or since everyone using Notion for their examples, right? So I would need I would need your help on Notion. So your notes should be on Notion only. I think everyone else created their own notes. So those examples. So for example, create like this. Let's say in the today's example, I just want to paste this. Got it? I want to see all of your examples that you worked, and make it. See, when you are working with me, so make it mostly private. No, so not private. So please send me a public one. Only you can remove. Uh, there's a way we can create a document public. I don't know. You just figure out. Okay, that's fine. This is not a rocket science,
Yeah,
guys.
in share option, right? We will be having an option to when
Okay.
sharing, right?
So
Only people invited.
so here I can go
Yeah.
anyone on the internet. Okay. Cool. Thanks. So there is a link actually. So while sending an email to me, just get this link for me. All right. So this is the expectation from everyone, guys. So I would request, please practice more, come with more examples. If you have a lot of doubts, use, see, for doubts you can